Hey everyone, like promised, I'm going through what I talked about in the live. So what I want you guys to do is direct your attention to 1 through 5 right here. We're going to break down each section, each number in order to make it as easy as possible to understand the steps that I took to going self-employed and how it might help you guys in any area that you guys are struggling with. This is a sound foundation. So 3 through 5 are going to factor into your trading plan. So I'm going to bypass the long-term investments as far as IRAs, 401ks, pensions, etc., etc. I by no means am a financial advisor. I just like directing and guiding based on how I personally trade and how I have my long-term investments set up as well. So a lot of variables are going to factor into this depending on age, on income, duration, and goals for whatever you're having set up for your trading plan, the reasoning for you getting involved in the stock market. So what I want to jump to right away is the medium and long-term trading avenue. So you have your stocks, you have your ETFs, you have mutual funds, you have bonds, you have CDs, you have index funds. The list can go on for this. I have one of my IRAs set up where it's managed for me, and the other one I can pick and choose if I want to place some trades in it. So it gives me the opportunity to hedge the market. And what I mean by hedge the market, we're going to get into that in the next slide, where it's going to be derivatives trading, so options and futures. I'm able to place trades within that retirement account as if I'm trading it like a brokerage account. But I'm not going to go too much in depth on that right now. I want to just keep this video as short and to the point as possible. So when opening a brokerage account, you have the opportunity to pick and choose what you're investing in. This could be day trades, this could be swing trades, this could be trades that you're willing to hold for years. So some people pick and choose stocks that they want to hold for the long term. Maybe it's a dividend paying stock, maybe it's a growth stock, maybe utilities. There's multiple sectors that you can choose from. I want to at least open the door of the different avenues that you guys can take so you understand this. So I want to direct your guys' attention to the screen here. I pulled out of the full window because it's going to cut off some of the text. In the short-term trading avenue, this is going to be your higher risk, higher reward. So you have penny stocks, cryptocurrency, options, and futures. Of course, you can trade something like penny stocks for the long term and buy and hold. And options and futures, I have them here as short term because this is how I do my swing trading and my scalping for day trading. So I'm buying and selling throughout the day. Options trading, I move to swing trading. And for futures, I primarily scalp. So what I wanted to do from this is go back to the document, understanding the avenues available. Just remember, you have retirement accounts or long-term investing. You have medium to long-term trading, which is going to be your individual brokerage accounts. And then you have the high risk, high reward, short-term trading. I scalp for 2 hours max a day. And then we're going to go into paper trading, develop a strategy for that, why it's so important. There's two different types of things that I want to focus on. So you have paper trading with Thinkorswim and most brokerage accounts where you can choose to log into a paper trading account. It's going to be completely fake money. And that's the goal, is to practice as much as possible using fake or simulated dollars. This is going to teach you a lot in the very early stages of your journey, and it's going to save you the hardship of losing capital. I know there's people that talk down on it, that say that they don't learn as much from paper trading or simulated trading, but I always stop to ask them why. Because you should be treating this as if it's real money. Keep the dollar amount in your account similar to what you're normally going to be trading. So don't have a $500,000 account if you're only going to be trading $5,000. Keep it realistic. Trade exactly as if you would be trading live, and I guarantee it's going to convert over to your live trading account, and you're going to be able to remove emotions as quickly as possible. So if I click the on-demand feature, it's going to bring up, you've just started Think on Demand, a powerful backtesting tool. On-demand trading is how I developed my long-term strategy. I was able to go all the way back to 2006 at the point of creating the long-term strategy and pick a day. So if I direct your attention up here where it says December 7th, this is December 7th, 2009. So I can go all the way back to 2009. I went back to 2006 when I first developed this strategy and was able to see how it performed in all markets. So if I'm looking at my long-term strategy, again, the goal of this screen recorded live, quote unquote, right now is to give you guys an overview of the different avenues, the different steps that are in place for building a foundation. So I'm not going to go into my long-term strategy, but I would show you exactly where I would take a trade. So this is all the way back, remember, in 2009 to see how this would perform. We would have entered based off of this first candle. We would have taken profit right here. We would have taken profit 2 right here, and then our last contract is a running contract that we would have taken and held until the triangle, which is the daily ATR. The dot is the 4-hour ATR for those that have been around for a while. We don't exit on the 4-hour ATR, we exit on the daily. and say it would have been a worst case scenario right around here, we would have been in that trade. If I back out here a little bit, so 35 days and 4 hours was the duration of this final contract, and we would have been in for a profit of just under 84 points. The reason why I'm showing you guys this is because the power of backtesting and picking days in history is so powerful if you miss trading days. Meaning if you're working, say a 9 to 5, and you can't paper trade during those normal hours, this is a powerful tool that's going to help you guys backtest and be able to come up with a complete risk to reward trading style and strategy and a plan. So what I wanted to do is go now into number 3, 4, and 5, and these are all going to be merged into one. Primary focus of number 3 is going to be the most that you are willing to lose. So know every single time as soon as you get into a trade, stay consistent across the board, meaning keep your principal dollar amount consistent across your trades. So if you're trading something like a GameStop and then Amazon and Tesla, I would say in this example, buy $1,000 worth of shares, worth of option contracts, whatever you're trading in those, keep those the same across all 3, because all it takes is one of them to outperform the other 2, and you can make your losses back if some of them lose. What I mean by that is you wouldn't want to put only $300 into an Amazon position and put $1,000 into a Tesla position, and say the Tesla position goes against you 20% and you lose $200. Well, you would have to make almost 100% return on that Amazon $300 contract to make up for that loss. But if you stay consistent across the board, you could say 20% is your stop on each trade, and say take profit is going to be anything over 20%. Well, now you only have to be right a limited amount to make up for the losses. You have to remain consistent across the board. You don't know how many times I hear individuals say, if I would have invested the same amount into you fill in the blank, this type of stock, I would have made up for all my losses, and you fill in the blank. But people don't stay consistent across the board, and that's going to hurt you in the long run. Risk to reward, take profit, and stop loss. So if I'm trading, say, futures contracts, I'm going to have a different take profit and a different stop loss if I'm trading the mini contracts, or if I'm trading the micro contracts, which are 1/10 the size. I have a different range for what I'm willing to lose per trade and what I'm willing to take profit at. Take emotions out of trading. What I mean by that is right when you place a trade, you should know exactly what you're willing to lose, and a rough estimate of a take profit is going to be. If you're doing something like a trailing stop where the stop is going to trail with it, well, then you can make more than you expected, but you never want your loss to be more than you expected. Anybody that averages down when it's going against them or freaks out if it moves directly against them, that shouldn't be the case. When it comes to options trading, you got to throw in a couple more variables there because you have time decay. So if it doesn't move in your direction quick enough, you're going to have to factor in a price per day that you're willing to take profit on, or have a stop loss if it doesn't hit your take profits. You can disregard the bottom. This is for my TikTok lives to give people a little explanation on myself, but I am going to post this in the Discord server. So I hope you guys have a great remainder of your day, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Take care.